Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go over how to build your offer. This is something a lot of people get misconstrued. It seems like a complicated topic, but I think the best way to look at it is just to stop thinking about building an offer, but start thinking about what problem can you solve. What is the pain point that this person is suffering from that you can use your skill to help them? Let me give you another way to think about it. This is the easiest way to think about it. Sorry, this is actually the easiest way to think about it. Think about it like this. What is a way that this person can make more money that they're leaving money on the table by not doing this thing? Like, they're not taking advantage of this thing. That is the best way to find a problem for a particular person or a particular group of people that you can turn into an offer. Let me explain. So what I do, I help people with content in terms of I can help them with Instagram or YouTube and create that into a funnel. That drives sales. That's just a simple explanation. Now, if I see someone on Instagram and I see they're selling coaching, they're selling info products, and I see they don't have YouTube, most of these coaches know they should be doing YouTube. They already know. The thing is, they just don't pay attention to it. They just don't have time for it. They just think, let me just do Instagram. So now that is a pain point that one, I know they know about, they're aware of it, and two, one, they're aware of it, two, they're not taking action. One, they're aware of it. Two, they know they're leaving money on the table by not taking advantage of it. And three, they're not doing anything about it. Now, me, as someone who does YouTube, let's even say I don't have results, but let's make sure I'm a good editor, because that's important. I always say getting clients is the easy part. Getting good at what you do is the hard part. So even if I don't have results, they know they need YouTube. I might not be the best editor in the world, but I know what I'm doing. If I come and present that problem to this person, you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table by not doing X thing. You guys can hear people drifting. You guys want to see? I'm definitely going to take you guys to see. Let's see. These are people drifting in my yard, bro. This is crazy. It's what, 2 a.m.? Oh, they've gone. They've gone, chat. They've left. Let's get back to our class. Real quick. No time to check time. Sorry for that little introduction. So, if you are able to present to someone, this is a problem you're suffering from. Listen, let me give you a real life analogy, right? If you go to someone who has an injury, they know they have an injury. They know the injury is making them lose blood, but they don't have the time or the skill set or the ability to take care of that injury. Now you might be a trash doctor, a traditional doctor, this and that. If you're able, even if you've never treated anyone before, let's say you don't even have your degree, but you just have some knowledge about it, right? You can be a total wacko. You are able to present to them. That's why being able to not speak well, but like being able to build that quote unquote offer is really important. You are able to present to them that, hey, you have this injury. I know you know about it. You probably just don't. And I know you know that it could be killing you. You probably just don't have the time. You don't have the expertise. You don't have the resources to take care of it. Let me take care of it for you for a certain amount of money. Now, if I have money, I'm going to pay that guy because I know it's killing me. I know my life could be easier if that thing was gone. But I don't have the time. It's not a priority for me. Not that it's not a priority. Like, I don't have the time. So I didn't think about it, but now someone has come to me saying, I can solve this problem for you. It's like your car is dirty. This is a better analogy. Your car is dirty. Bro, you're a big man, bro. You don't have the time to be cleaning your car, right? You don't have the time to be cleaning your car. You know it's dirty. You know that people, you don't like people to look at you like you're a dirty guy, that your car is dirty, but you don't have the time to go and fetch water and clean water. If someone comes to your house and say, Oga, pay me 2K, I will clean your car. Pay me 2,000 naira. It's like, even though I can drive to the shop and they will do it for 1.5, this guy has come to me, it's like 2K. All right, since you are coming to my house, right, I'll pay you 2K, do a good job. And now this is the way you can even position yourself. It's like, okay, I usually charge 3.5, but because I'm coming to you and you haven't tried me before, let's do it for 2K. And if you like the work, then we can talk. That's just a way to position, but that's not the point. The point is that guy, he saw a problem that my car is dirty. He saw that I'm a big man. I don't like my car to be dirty. And he knows that this guy doesn't have a houseboy. That's why his car is dirty. If he had a houseboy, he will not his car would have been clean. So let me come and pitch my car wash service to him. That is the crux of offer building. So I have a document that I prepared in the past. Let's go over it and let me explain it more in depth. So first of all, you got to identify your skill and the market demand. Basically, that skill has to be high value, right? Some high value skills are video editing, thumbnail design. This is specifically for the info space. This is the info space that I can help people. Video editing, thumbnail design, copywriting, sales, funnels, appointment setting, AI automation, Facebook ads, YouTube consulting. These are some of the skills. And who needs these skills the most? People in the info space, coaches, consultants, agency owners, right? That are on social media, that have an online business. Now you need to turn your skill into an outcome-driven offer. Example, the person you're reaching out to, he doesn't need to make YouTube videos, or he doesn't need to just make some random emails, right? They want customers. Now you as the guy who's washing the car, you have to explain to this guy that you'll be able to, if you now go to a gathering, people will now see you more, and you're probably able to get good deals in terms of, let's say you're a businessman, you get good deals because they see your car is clean, they see you as a good person. You give them lamba. Lamba is very, very, very important in marketing when you're trying to sell someone, especially when you meet them for the first time. They want customers, not leads. So you're not going to tell them, I'm going to help you make videos. No, you're going to tell them, I know you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Why? Because I know you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Why? Because they don't care about videos, they don't care about emails, they care about money. So you got to let them know you are leaving a lot of money on the table by not taking advantage of X thing. I think I should type this out. This is a really good line for you to use. So all this is actually nonsense. It's just for you. Like, don't ever put this kind of thing in your bio. I hope that a coach, don't ever put this thing in your bio. It's nonsense. In fact, I was a noob when I made this doc. So let me just delete it. Just say, let me arrange the camera. Just say, I know you are leaving. No, no, you're telling them. Oh, I think you're leaving. I think, because you don't want to tell them. A lot of money on the table by not taking advantage of X. So you're leaving a lot of A. Let's leave this to be keywords. So let me make the rest of it not bold. By not taking advantage of B. And this is my line, guys. Don't steal it. Put it in ChatGPT or something. But if you steal it, it's going to get saturated and it's not going to work again. Be smart. Why am I not in frame now? Nice. This is something probably thought about yourself. Probably just don't have the time for it. This is how to offer something to somebody. Now, the last part, this part is really important. You have to make it make sense for them. And that's what I want to help you do. And because you don't know me, this is for people who don't have results. If you have results, you don't need to do this. Because you don't know me, and what I can do, how about we do C? Now I'm going to explain A, B, and C right now. Let me just highlight it because I'll share this doc with you guys, inshallah. Let me highlight this. This is about to be a pretty, not long, but like a pretty decent length video. Okay, A, B, and C. So yeah, this is how to present your offer is what I should title this. How to present your offer. Presenting that skill. No. Turning a pain point to an offer. So I think this is all This is all. So now, I think you're leaving a lot of A on the table by not taking advantage of B. Leaving a lot of A could be equal to money, leads, ICP. There's this long, what else? Let's say, okay, video editor, graphic design, you're leaving a lot of viewers. You're not reach, right? These are things that people want, people actually care about, not videos. They don't care about your videos or your emails. They know they're leaving a lot of money, they're leaving a lot of leads on the table, they're not getting reach from the ICP, they're not getting enough reach because they're not doing B. B is what you solve. So your service, by not taking advantage, just say you do YouTube, by not taking advantage of YouTube, by not having a newsletter, by not taking advantage of, by not scripting your videos properly, you're not talking well to your audience. So let me give you a couple of examples. Then C is what your offer, what you're pitching, your pitch. But the thing about this pitch, it has to make sense to them. So I'm going to explain this in a bit. So it's basically this thing is basically this Alex Hormozi's formula. The dream outcome is not leaving this money on the table. They don't want to do that, right? By not taking advantage of B. This is the effort and the sacrifice. The reason they are not here is because they don't want to put in the effort and the sacrifice, or it takes them too much time. And this is probably something you thought about yourself. You just don't have the time. So this time here and the effort and the sacrifice, they don't want to do. Now the perceived likelihood of outcome, that's the risk, right? So now you want to reduce the risk as much as possible. That's where C comes into play. So your pitch has to make sense to them. This is something my coach told me. Let's say you're a video editor. I'm going to get back to this in a bit. Let's say you're a video editor and you're listening to all these video editors on the timeline. They're telling you, oh, you got to charge $150 per video. Oh, you got to do this and that and that. And you're a video editor, you haven't gotten your first deal. This one happened to my boy. Let me show you guys so you guys don't know I'm not capping, right? Because I don't cap. MoveX PR does not cap. So this is my boy. My guy, Mukhtar, if you're seeing this. Shout out to you, man. So this guy's a serious hard worker, but he had one problem. He was on Twitter for too long. He's chronically online on Twitter. So he's always seeing thumbnailers. That's what he does. He does thumbnails. He's always seeing thumbnailers saying, oh, I charge this. Oh, I charge this. Oh, I do. Blah, 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 blah. And he keeps penetrating his mind. But the point is, the guy, he hasn't really got clients before, hasn't really got results. I mean, he's got results, but like he didn't know how to package it before we started working together. So it's like basically we started sending these looms, right? And he was getting good responses, but he wanted to charge like people on his timeline. When the goal is to get in the door first. Like, bro, the goal is to get in the door first. Get them attached to you, addicted to you because you are good at what you do. And then you can charge what you want to charge. But you have to preface this first. I'll show you, I'll explain that to you. Because whatever you're doing, it has to make sense for them. And I'll show you a real life example for what I did too. What I did for myself, right? Oh, I want to show you this example, guys. I'm going to smash my monitor. Oh, this is taking too long. Oh, this is taking too long, actually. Hi, this guy, they talk to me. I don't want to keep scrolling. Basically, he was getting responses, bro, because I gave him my Loom framework. He used it. He was ripping. He was getting responses. In fact, he got such a good response from one guy that the guy, he was so amazed with what's the framework that he used, my framework. And he made a video response back to him. We both don't send you video before, you be mad. Made a video response back to him to show you how impressed he was with the framework, the way he pitched it to him. But this guy, he didn't do this C part. He did this thing part. He showed him what he was missing out on. He showed him his service, but he didn't pitch it well. In terms of, he didn't make it make sense. Your pitch, it has to make sense for them. Has to make sense for them. Now, you might be really good, but if you don't have any results, you can't command price. If you don't have results, you can't command price. Keep this at the back of your mind. So the most important thing is getting in the door. Instead of this guy to just get in the door with that guy at a normal, cheap rate, because you're not making any money regardless. So just get in the door at a cheap rate, and you can later on down the line, once they are pleased with your work, you can up it. You can up the pay, right? But what he did, he just said, pay me $60 for thumbnail. And what for thumbnail was that? Even when I told him this, we started getting in the door. What we're taking is $20, $30. So literally two times lesser than that, 3 times lesser than that. And he just wanted to charge because that's what he was listening to people on the timeline doing. I know I'm rambling a lot, but the point is that he just wanted to charge. He didn't make it make sense for them. So the guy actually agreed to pay him that, but he said you have got to make a test edit first, because if you're charging me 60 fucking bucks, it's got to really make sense, right? And he made it, and it was not. The thumbnail he made was not worth 60 bucks. Like, it was not up to the standard of 60 bucks. So the guy ghosted him. 3 weeks later, 1 month later, that guy and his friend group, they hired a thumbnail, and then they are paying him a retainer of $1,000. And the person that they hired was someone who was working for one of the people in the friend group. And obviously, they were able to get in the door. Now, if this guy had gotten in the door just by saying something, I'll show you how to do this, make it sense for them, but just by saying something like, and I know I don't have results, and I know this is probably going to be hard for you to trust me, so let's do this. Let's work on a reduced rate for, even though, like, this is a tactic, you are inflating your own price. Let's say you don't even charge $60. Let's say because this guy, at that time, his numbers were not worth $60. He just said it because, they just say the price, they will agree. You will never know. You just say the price. You know these narratives that people push. So, like, you will now say, what I usually charge, let's say it's $50. But because obviously this is new, you don't trust me, you don't know the results I'm going to get. Let's start the first month at a reduced rate. I'm going to do it for you at like $20. When we start seeing results, then we can come back to the normal price. And I believe in myself. I know I'm going to deliver for you. If not, we can keep it at the 20. Now, you have made it make sense for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me give you my own example. I was working with this client doing content, right? And my team was just doing the editing, and I didn't want that. I want to be able to have creative control over everything, so I can script for him, do the research, do the title and everything, so I can get results for him and leverage that for myself. But obviously, this is a big part of someone's business. This is someone's marketing. You can't just take it. So what I said, and obviously to take more time and effort from me, so more money will be demanded, right? But I had to make it make sense for him. I told, bro, this month, honestly, I want to do more. I want to get you more results. And it's going to take more effort on my end, more resources. But let's keep the price at the same. Let's not increase the price. Let's see what we're doing. Let's see how this month goes. I believe in myself. I know I'm going to get you results. When I do get you those results, let's come and talk about price again. But for this month, let's do it on the table. I'm going to handle it. And the guy agreed. And we're currently in the middle of that. I'm getting results. Basically, what I want to say is that that's how you make it make sense for them. So whatever you're doing, if you don't have results, you've got to make it make sense for them when you are pitching a stranger. The guy who is washing the car, if he had come and said, pay me $5K. He might all have, power washer, this, but it's like, who the hell are you? Just came to my gate. I'm not giving you $5K. Not that I don't have $5K. That's what you don't need to understand. The guy that my guy pitched, it's not like I didn't have $60 to give to a fucking thumbnailer. But like, who the hell are you? That trust needs to be built first. Once you now get in the door, you are able to now do so much. That client I was telling you about, I just started with editing. But see, I've gotten in the door now. He likes me. He's comfortable with me. I was able to upscale that thing to now I'm going to upscale it to collecting more and more cash, right? So it has to make sense for them, right? So this thing is still relevant. I'm basically updating this document. Add a unique mechanism. This is not necessary until you get to the point where you have results, right? So if you don't have results, you can't really give it a unique mechanism. So my own unique mechanism is called a garden, right? And even though it doesn't have results, and it's really, really good. When I was hopping on calls with guys, it was really, really good. They were really impressed, but I don't have results. So that thing really, not that they can't work with me, but it didn't push them enough as I wanted to feel. So I'm focusing on getting results with the clients I'm working with now. Only when you have results, you need to give it this thing. Or unless you are pitching, you can pitch with a unique formula. But that's if you actually have a unique formula. If you don't, then if you're just a copywriter, then just be a copywriter, right? So these are just names you can use: something mechanism, something strategy, something system, something formula. It doesn't have to be this. The name of my own is the garden, right? Then create your pricing. So create your pricing. and this is going to tie back to make it make sense for them. When you're pitching someone cold, if you don't have any results, you have to make it make sense for them. It's not that they don't have the money, but who the hell is this African kid who can't even speak proper English doing in my DMs asking me for $1,000? I'm not giving it to you. It's pretty simple to understand. It's pretty simple to understand. That doesn't mean your work is not worth it, but you need to make it make sense for them. And I'm going to explain to you guys the value of a client. Why you think that you might think you're losing $20 by not charging your original price. But let me explain to you guys the value of a client. I think Mr. Beast is the most popular YouTuber. Everyone should know Mr. Beast. So if you are an editor or you're a copywriter or whatever, and Mr. Beast says, go and bring $200. Go and look for $200 and pay me so that you will edit my video. I want you to pay me to edit my video. Will you not go and find that $200? Of course you will, because you know the weight of saying, I've worked with Mr. Beast. Basically, what I'm trying to explain is that the return on investment of working for a good client and getting results. So with Mr. Beast, you don't even need to get results. It's just working, being associated with him. The return on interest in that is way, way more than any $20 you would have missed out on, than the $200 you say you should bring. So anyone that knows Mr. Beast and say, Mr. Beast say, pay me $50 to come and do my thumbnails, you will find that money and you will pay him to work for him. You understand? Because you know the return on interest. Now, if you are someone who is good at your skill, let's say you are good at, marketing, you're good at writing emails, you're good at scripting videos that are gonna get retention, whatever, right? If you know you're good, you're confident in yourself, you can accept a pay cut and make it make sense for them and say, bro, obviously this is, I usually charge this. I would usually charge, let's say you're doing, I don't know how emails cost, let's say videos, right? The guy wants to do 4 YouTube videos a month and he's pricing you for $50 a video. Okay. You will now say, bro, honestly, I usually charge $100, but I believe in you. Take this word for word, but obviously I believe in you, I believe in your offer. I know that we can really scale this offer and I don't want to let this go. You're not sounding desperate. You are speaking smart and I don't want to let this go. So how about we do this for the first month at $50, right? I will put in my work. I believe in myself. I believe in your offer. I know I can help you scale. I know I can help you get more clients. We see the results at the end of the month. And if it works, then we can come back to the normal price. If not, we can keep it at the price that we agree, which is the $50 until this thing is converting. So maybe you agree on like views, or maybe you agree on whatever you agree on, right? So if it's like email, that one is easier to track, right? You say, I'm going to get you a newsletter. I'm going to create a lead magnet for you. So that's an offer. Sorry, I didn't even say that. So your offer should be something that you are going to help them. They are missing out on it, right? So they are leaving a lot of money on the table by not taking advantage of B. So this B now is what I forgot to mention. So this B is like, you need to find that pain point. So I forgot to mention this. I think I missed the point. You need to find this by not taking advantage of B, your service, which is their pain point. That they are not taking advantage of that thing that you offer. Do you understand? Oh, I'm so tired, guys, but I gotta do this for you guys because I love you guys and I want you guys to make money, right? It's what was the time now, huh? It's 2:45 a.m., bro. But I'm making these videos. It's 2:45 a.m., bro. But I'm making these videos for you guys because I love you, right? Let's go. I want you guys to make money. So your service is their pain point. So that's the reason I opened up Instagram. I wanted to show you guys some stuff.
CEO, but like.
So now, me, because obviously I'm used to the industry, I can easily look at someone's account and tell you what they are missing out on. So let's see some examples. Look at this guy, right? Let's also look at this guy. These are people. Also look at this guy. This is just Instagram. You can do this on any platform. This guy does sales. Also look at this guy. Let's just take 5. Also look at this guy. No, not image. Open the account and later. Also look at this guy. So look at this guy. He has an offer. He's a growth consultant. 30 days of growth, yada, yada, yada. I train sales reps. So he has this, right? Let's see the links in his bio. So his content is really good. His content is really good. He's getting Decent amount of traction. He's getting decent amount of traction. So now, for me, I already see what I can help this guy with because I'm into marketing, right? This guy can do so much more with YouTube. So I'll pitch him away. Let's use my formula again. I know I can help him with YouTube. I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table by not taking advantage of YouTube. You can now explain like why YouTube is important, why he's actually leaving a lot of money on the table, because YouTube is where people can get nurtured and this and this and that. And this is probably something you thought about yourself. You just don't have the time or the resources or the facilities to do it. And that's what I want to help you do. And because obviously you don't know me, this is like, who is this guy on the internet? No problem. How about you now pitch them about your offer? And that offer has to make sense for them. Let's give you another example. So that's me. If I'm a copywriter, I can also see, okay, you have a website. You now go and see their funnel. So if you're a funnels guy, whatever, you go through his funnels, see. So I hope this is pretty useful. Growth Academy, this website. So a website builder, you can probably offer this guy a better website. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. WorkYourAcquisition.com. I'm not saying he's capping, but hey man. Hey man. So if you're a website builder, like, oh, come on, offer this guy a pretty sick website. So now this is a problem. Let's come and use this thing again. I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table by not having a website, right? Where are we? By not taking advantage of and this is probably something you thought about yourself. It's just that probably you thought that it's okay. You will give a Lamba. If you're a website builder, you know how to give Lamba about websites. Whatever you're doing, you should know how to give Lamba about that thing. Now this is his form, this is his funnel, and it's like, if let's say I was offering YouTube, I would now leverage this form. Like, no one wants to fill a form if they don't actually know you, they've not spent time with you. That's why YouTube is important, right? Let's move on to the next guy. So this guy, he's a founder. He started a company, I think. Let me see. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, he has a software. And now he teaches other people how to make money with their software. So I'm like, bro, why don't you do YouTube? I'm gonna pitch YouTube. Why don't you do YouTube? Right? You're teaching people how to do something, which is a very complicated thing. Why don't you do YouTube? Right? So you can do that as well. If you're someone who has a email, if someone who does copywriting, you offer this guy to build a mailing list. You're getting tons of views. Bro. You need to take these people to a place where they can convert 12K views, 30K views. You need to take this to a place. Oh, he's not even making so many videos, so it means he has trouble making content. He's probably not editing these videos. Look at his trash quality. So it's like, you can help him with content. If you're a video editor, you know that this guy needs help. He's not even consistent with posting. Do you know what I'm saying? So these are problems you can spot, right? These are problems you can spot and now pitch. So let's say you're a video editor. Every video editors like to see. I think, honestly, bro, I think you're leaving a lot of, you're leaving a lot of reach, because now you're offering video editing, so it's like reach. You're leaving a lot of reach on the table by not taking advantage of, by not, editing your videos or scripting your videos to a point where they attract your ICP. That's when you thought about yourself, and it probably just takes you, and you're leaving a lot of money by not, let's say, by not posting consistently. That could be another thing. That's their pain point and your service. So you're going to help them post consistently. You now pitch them. Do you understand? This thing works, bro. It's just a framework. This guy, same thing. Okay, basically, I'm going to tell you what he needs. So this guy, you should be able to figure out now. His content is not, obviously I know him, that's why. His reels, he's just put this thing in Opus Clip, right? He doesn't have the time. Clearly doesn't have. People who put stuff in Opus Clip just don't have the time. Not that they don't know what they are doing. He doesn't have the time. So if you can pitch him, you help him. Like this guy pitched him and basically signed him, right? So, because I can see the pain point is so glaring. And I pitched him, and he was so happy with my pitch. I said, make another thing say I cap. Make another thing say I cap. Make a show that. Yeah, so we booked the call. We spoke. Yeah, we agreed. Yeah, so basically, yeah, so you find a problem and you solve it. So you need to find a problem before you add someone to your lead list. Right? So you need to find the problem. So basically, I'm tired, guys. I'm actually tired. I want to go to bed. So I'm not going to go through everything. But I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. All right? So let's go. Now, validate the offer and find clients. So I already made a video talking about... Okay, so I'm going to make a video talking about how to find leads. Right? Find leads. I literally said a free or discounted test to build credibility. Like, bro... You need to do this, bro. I've been cooking from day one. So this thing, I made it with ChatGPT. This part, basically summarizing everything. Well, I think, don't listen to it. ChatGPT is stupid. but this is really good. And if you watch it in with this video, I think you're gonna get a lot of value. And that's it, guys. Assalamu alaikum. I love you so much. Please sign some clients. Please, 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 please. Right? It's 3 a.m., but I'm up for you. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.